Welcome, welcome, chat. Hello, hello. Hopefully we are here. Ooh. Oh, turn that down. Welcome, welcome, chat. Hello, hello. Just wanted to put a like on something I'm gonna watch later. Someone I watch is live right now, so something big apparently going on. Oh boy. I see, I broke Seely's brain with my factory. Art not question. What's up, Seely? Also, welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and load in, since we're kind of starting late tonight here. He saw what true OCD factory building looks like. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. Like I said, we're not into that portion for me yet. We're getting there. We're almost there. Tomorrow we're probably going to be pretty close. Because tomorrow's the day probably where I want to kind of focus on trying to complete certain more side stuff for tomorrow's episode. And maybe making some changes to the factory and possibly adding some pathways to an extra amethyst. Because I want at least 2 and 2 for now. I know you don't need it too much in the beginning, but I want to make sure I'm overhead before I ever start going crazy with my factory. So my main plan tomorrow is to get that amethyst field that's at the top of that hill somehow, harvesting. And then probably, depending on how much we have to do with it, I think we've already got enough of it for now. Probably make some gear for our crew. We need to make some more gear. I'm probably going to wait till I'm authority level 16 though, so I can do at least level 28 gear for some of my people. So we're going to do that, and we're going to promote. We're going to be looking to try to promote some characters. Tomorrow's more busy day. We're going to be trying to do some story tomorrow, but I kind of want to try to get my characters up to like the capability of going to level 40 instead of being on 20. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. There's a wall of grinders in my factory. Is it connected to something else? I mean, that's about what I'm going to do. I mean, we don't have a big PAC right now, or AIC unit to be able to work with it properly. But that's why I'm starting kind of small and just letting the blueprints do the job. We're going to make our own blueprints. You be willing to bet I'm making my own blueprints. Some of those blueprints are good, but definitely not as efficient as I could make it. Especially with spacing. They make those things so big unnecessarily for no reason. And I could make it so much better than that. I just have to sit down and take time with it. Which is why that's kind of what we'll do tomorrow. Because my plan is to redo both our current blueprints that we already have out there. The ones that we're using to make our amethyst parts and amethyst discs, or whatever they're called, for making the equipment and other stuff. We're going to redo that in tomorrow's episode too. That way I could go ahead and save a blueprint for both of them, since they're both of the base starting pieces of materials, some of them anyways, that you're going to be making. Because I want to do my own blueprint for each one. And then I will use those blueprints to further and make better versions of these blueprints that will fit together like jigsaw puzzles at some point. Because I am a madman when it comes to factory building. Especially when I really actually start getting into it. Why could you line the grinders the opposite direction then? Yet you bloody have it facing the wall of the other grinders. Bruh. It's a big goddamn square factory, so shit would look connected when they're not. But the but the belts know where they're supposed to go. The factory knows where it should be. And that's why I said it's all about the efficiency. It's not going to look pretty sometimes. But if it's actually faster and is doing the max speed you can yield out of it, and that's the best you can kind of, because you can tell, like, okay, is it getting in there? Am I getting an amethyst part every 2 seconds, or every 1.5 seconds, or every 1 second? You see how then you keep going further and further down until you hit a wall where you can't make it any faster, where the game just won't allow it. And so I do agree with that. That's probably going to look pretty insane what I'm going to do too. It's going to be pretty small, like I said. We're going to be basically starting with actually squares in a square. Because since it is a square, the best shapes you do want are either rectangles, squares, maybe a triangle if you know how to use it. Like, you could probably do triangle setups, but those are going to be a pain in the ass. Because if you do triangle setups, then some of your rectangles and stuff have to have angles to them in order to fit in like jigsaw puzzles. So you can maximize your space. So still would stay away from triangles if you don't want to go insane. But at least in the beginning. You might have to do it eventually for maximum efficiency, where something a square can't do but an angle might be able to do. See, the Art9 is going to build the exact same factory as me, probably. Or at least as far as in concept for what you're telling me, what you're doing, and what I've got in my head, it's pretty similar. I mean, it's factorial logic, but times 9,000. It's just like, alright, take what you know as basics, and now how do I make that even better? And squish things like 2 inches apart. Because, like, that's also a thing. You can't be worried about spacing. You can't be worried about, like, oh, I need to have like a 2-foot gap in between these grinders or furnaces. Nah, bro, nah. If they're not like sardines in that bitch, then that ain't working right. Like these things need to be like smooshed up against each other like sardines in a can. And then you got maximum efficiency. I will send you my factory. Okay, nice. I have everything lined up for me. I like the organization. I like that. What? It's organized. What? No. You can have organization without having to have it. See, you just want convenience is what it is. But convenience is also met by the efficiency of late game. If my factory can't basically outproduce the American United States in the digital landscape, then we haven't succeeded. Yep. See, it's all about the belts too. It's like she said, the belts know where they're supposed to go. That is hilarious. That's about what it's gonna look like eventually. Yep, that's about out. It starts off pretty small. Starts like what you're gonna see. What we're gonna do tomorrow is not gonna be nothing compared to what right now, what I want it to be, and what I'm looking at right now as well. What Farseer's done. But yeah, 100%. There's a certain point where it's just like, it's all belts. It's all just machines cramped into each other and with each other like sardines, and hundreds of belts lining in between certain gaps and going long beside each other, going through bridges under each other at different directions, like the spaghetti junction of Atlanta, Georgia. It is like if you haven't got to that level, you haven't got efficiency yet. let me zoom in. Oh wow, 100%. Wow, this thing's fully powered too. Like I said, this looks real. Oh, there we go. Raise output prosperity to current limit. OD Project Reconstruction HQ is what you're working on now. Yeah, that's doing pretty good. I have a wall of refineries and shredders alternating on the depot. It's mostly the blue ore, but I might not. But I might take that down. See, no, silly, no. You need to learn how to create what's called a spiral loop box. It's basically creating a spiral loop, but you're never creating circles. You're doing edges, like you're going straight, like, think of a rope coming from the center of a square, going out, then down, then left, then up, then right, then down, then left, then up, then right, then down, then left, then up. It's like you're creating a massive and massive different square, and you can also, because of bridging, like Farseer did in that picture, you allow yourself to create what's called bridging junctions. And then you can create massive production lines that do multiple things, and you never have to look at it ever again. That is the goal. And that is what I intend to do. All you need is belts and bridges, exactly. I'll show an example of this once we start doing this in the other one tomorrow, but... Alright, let's make a save for tonight's episode. That was me playing it earlier. So I've almost gotten everybody where they need to be. We're not going to do arena, but I'm going to show everyone what we've done. I'm kind of running this at this point that Front Mission 3 is right around the corner. So, because today's date... it's the 26th. So if I'm able to get it on day 1, it may have to be one day later on the 31st. But if I'm able to get it on day 1, that's 4 days from now. And we might not get to do 2. Or at least not fully do 2 like I was hoping. Because we're running out of time fast. So my plan now for this one is to get this thing done. So after tomorrow's big Arc Night episode that I'm planned on, let me make sure I don't have anything happening tomorrow. My big Arc Night episode I've planned on doing tomorrow, we're going to hold off on Arc Night after that episode. I'll probably do a bunch of grinding off camera, do some portal stuff, probably set up some buildings off camera, maybe some mining operations. This is after tomorrow's episode. But the rest of the week is Front Mission. I think I might even have to hold our vlog again till Sunday because we've kind of run out of time for me to, before some of the games that are about to join the family are about to be here. Because we got 2 games happening on 2 different days back to back. Maybe even on the same day, depending on how my money drops by the 30th and 31st. Because I'm planning on one of them on the 30th, the other one on the 31st. But if that doesn't work out, both have to be on the 31st, which that is Saturday. Which luckily it's a Saturday, thank goodness. My brain's kind of flip-flopping back and forth here. So yeah, so if I'm not able to buy Front Mission 3 on day 1 with the 30th, it will be moved to with the other game to the 31st. Because I can't get the other game at all until the 31st anyways. I have to wait a day later on that one. But yeah, like I said, plan is the Front Mission 3 will start basically Friday. So we need to get this done. So other than Arknights tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday are Front Mission 1 if it's still going. If it ends, then we'll bring Front Mission 2 in and do as much as we can before Friday, but we probably won't finish 2. I don't think Front Mission 2 is going to get it finished unless we come back to it or force feed it in the background as a sub-series. But I don't think we want to watch 2 different Front Mission series at the same time. So I'm kind of leaning towards I'm just going to let 2 just have to fade into the background. But we'll see. 1's more important anyways to the story in 3 because of where 3 takes place and the country and faction that it's centered around. Will be more inclined to what we're going to be going against. So let me make check chat. All you see are not you can free to play the guarantee 6-star on Surtur's. You can free to play the guarantee 6-star on Surtur's banner if you play the story and do all the map content. Really? So we'll get Surtur then. So Surtur's at least guaranteed. I don't have to worry about her. So maybe I shouldn't be wasting my orbitals on her then. Maybe I should wait. We should just focus on rolling the standard banner when we have enough to try to make up for Twinkies. But we'll have to we'll talk we'll figure that out as we go forward. But so let's see what we can get done tonight. But we're not doing arena. I just wanted to show y'all what my plan is and why I've been working so hard in the arena since last night. So as y'all know, my character, Ryuji here, Farseer's character, Natalie, JJ and Keith, and of course, you know what to do! And along with the boss, are now my strongest units in this game. But I have given them a backup squad who are now broken as well. I have done as I said. Riot, as you can see, he's improved quite a lot. He now has stun level 2, and he has first level 3 with his melee. So he always goes first most of the time when he melees. And as you can see, his skills are level 34 melee, level 32 short, level 32 long, because he's somewhat of a hybrid. So I have now turned all of the symbiotes into just as strong a units, or close to it, as this squad up here is. There's not as many of them in the symbiote. This is like 7 of them up here. But there's only, let's see, let's count the symbiote. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the symbiotes, so Venom, Riot, Lasher, Carnage, are now the secondary squad. They're going to be the squad that's going to be running a different direction than the main squad will be. Because now they're strong enough to fight on their own. Carnage is probably the weakest because I didn't get around to fully finish upgrading all his skills. That's why they're all still level 1. But you can see Lasher now has dual level 3 for his little sniper rifle I've opted in for him to have now, to represent tentacle accuracy slapping, and then stunning people. Because stun is the only thing that works for a one-handed melee, really, except for first. And there ain't that many different melee skills, so it's not like I can vary him that much. But I wanted to go with dual in order to force him to be able to be a little more accurate. But we now have a full secondary squad, so we have basically, if I would take Venom out of this equation, this leaves 1, 2, 3, 6 of them, plus another 4. So we have 10 broken pilots. The rest, they might get broken before the end of the game, but we need to kind of speed up. So the only thing I'm going to care about mostly is money. If we run out of money, then I have no choice but to do the arena. But I don't think there's going to be too many more cities. I know we're at the end almost. I know we are. We're like right there. It's just I keep forgetting there was a lot. The end drags on Front Mission 1 quite hard. But alright, let us head back to the warehouse. Where we left off, some people were snooping around the warehouse near our Wanzers. Oh, I guess it's going straight into a battle. I mean, you can get enough Originium from the story map, from the story and map content, to get 120 pulls. That makes sense. Oh, Olsen's back. The terrorists are here. Oh, the little APCs are finally making a debut. Oh, I forgot they actually at the very end showed up. These things are actually pretty common in 2 and 3. Does fighting along the UCS bother you that much, General? Or are you worried about your daughter? That's enough out of you, Olsen. Might I remind you that our duty here is to resolve this situation by any means possible in the name of the PMO. I'm fully aware of that. Let's go. We're surrounded. Doc, I hope you didn't sell us out for your sake. Why would I? Even if I did, the only reward would be a bullet in the head. I know too much. We need to break through their line towards the city. Albeit, it'll be hard for them to fight in that terrain. Alright, we can get 11 units. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the main squad, because we're going to go kind of heavy-handed with this. Venom, Riot, Lasher, Carnage. And then that leaves us 10 and 11, so we get 2 more choices. I'll take... Because he actually can move really far now. Although Kirby needs more training. Hold on, wait. Actually, they're both the same now. They both need their switch leveled up. Let's go with Kirby. Kirby, and the boss is already super overpowered. So is Tommy. Red Comet is... I need to train him some other skills. I need to give him a melee skill, or not a melee skill. I need to give him a long-range skill to back up his speed. Sadly, he got no other short-range skills, so I think his specialty was actually meant to be melee, and I made him the wrong thing, but oh well. I might change that and give him a sword. Hashtag a sword. Or Sazabi's axe, rather. But, I mean, you do need long-range training to get Guide. It's either you or Slayer. Slayer's got to get leveled up too. I'm gonna say Slayer. He's yet to get his short range skill. Oh, that's cool. Well, this is the first really animated cutscene I've seen in Front Mission 1. I wonder if they redid this. I don't remember this. Like, as far as them coming out like that, normally movement-based animations were 2 and 3, especially 3. 3 is so beautiful. And they've done so much with it from what I've seen and what they reviewed recently. So Olsen's like right in front of us, but we're kind of surrounded. So this is what I mean, we're going to have to separate the squad. So where's Venom? He's the leader of the other squad. You're there. So these are the long-range boys. Except that one. Ooh, that one's interesting. Okay, so this side over here is all close range. So that means our best bet is to fight them straight up. Oh, man. Oh. Bruh. Venom is such a savage, man. Alright, where's Carnage? Because Carnage can do some long-range support for Venom. Shoot that one. Venom already ruined the other one. Nice, nice, nice. Lasher, you can do the same thing. But you don't have guide though, you have duel. So you need to actually come in and help Venom close range. What do you have? Ooh, you have an Ebis 3, that will hurt. But that's all you have. The irony is that's kind of what matches him. Alright, so I'm gonna let him fire his donkey even though he doesn't have... what's it called? He doesn't have a long range skill. Whoop! Wow, still works though. This is why even training them, even if they don't get skills, means something. Because they become more accurate with the weapon. It also ups their damage with the weapon as well. So they become a lot more effective. Pee-wee, you're sitting right there. Alright, I'm gonna man the front line. I'm gonna hold this side. Ryuji, you're gonna man this line. I mean, Farseer could help them, to be fair. She is right here. I think I'm gonna leave Farseer right here helping for the moment. Going after this commander. Take him out! Boom! Nice. Alright, Keith, you're gonna help Ryuji. Albatross, guide level 2. JJ, you're coming up to this side as well. We want to basically just poke at him. JJ's not good at long range, he just has it for the heck of it. Kirby. Absolutely. He'll finish it off. Slayer, you're with me. Riot, you're with Venom. Hit him with that rock, or that, hit him with the donkey. Boosh. There they come. I like how that was running. Ooh, okay. Oh, firing at the curbs. Firing at the Kirby's. I'm firing at the Kirby's. Then did the Ryuji. They missed that one though. Oh, bro, that's a mistake. You made a mistake there here today, sir. I like how he shot Venom's legs, damaged them, but didn't take them. Venom's like, alright, then I'll just rip yours off. Begin the assault. That. Begin the assault. Boom! Minigun power! Alright, Ryuji. Hold on, I'm not gonna use you yet because I kinda wanna... I'm still leveling up Farseer, right? Oh no, she's long range. She's maxed in long range. So ironically, I actually have to put Farseer in close range. This is risky. Hold on. Let's let Venom punch it one more time first. If he doesn't kill it, Farseer goes for the rest. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, now Farseer. Attack that, and then Rock Jack. Actually, the Rock Jack is a short-range weapon. But speed doesn't work for that, does it? Yeah, speed level 2. There it is. Nice. That's what I wanted. So I got to get that short range maxed out. They're too much for us. We need to call for backup. That will not be necessary. What happened? It's me, Blakewood. I'm on your side. General? Head for Dock 16. Sakata's trying to make his escape by sea. Let's go save the General. I am now diverting from the side that I am currently on. We need to go save the General. That's Natalie's father, by the way. I'm pretty sure. So that's why I'm like, yeah, we should definitely not ignore that. He is helping us. Begin the extreme beatdown. As though he's dead. I missed you, JJ. Ocelot for the win. I missed. Ow. Wow, 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 yee, wow, wow. Alright, time for Riot to show off his new self. Stunned! Oh, but it woke up. Wow, wow. Sometimes that does happen. But you notice how he immediately stunned it. He got unlucky and it woke up, but it happens. Carnage, provide cover fire. Still terrible at it. Definitely need to work on that. Alright. Gintz, you're going in after this guy. Use your Firebird. Please do not miss. Boom! Yeah, beautiful. That's what I mean by accuracy. Lasher's whole thing is disarming units. I've made him where he can disarm anything from combat. So, alright, Ryuji, push in the narrative on this side. Fire! Also, the amount of money I am costing Olsen and his crew, I'm disappointed in you. Oh, he's after me! Or is this Slayer? He might be attacking Slayer. You had the potential to become undefeatable war machines, and you threw it all away. And for what? So Olsen knew. Oh, I'm killing you, Olsen. I forgot you knew. Oh, Olsen knew about what happened with the AI. Where they were turning people into AI. Against their will. Oh, I'm coming for you, Olsen. You're going down the same drain I sent that stupid blonde bitch. I don't know what that truck thought it was doing. It decided I'm gonna attack a giant gray symbiote. This is smart, right? Total intelligence level. Extreme. That's some extreme intelligence. Like, what? Oh, wow. Wow, that... Whoa, Olsen might be the hardest thing we fought so far. I'm bringing in JJ. He can at least fire this while he's moving. Yeah, they need some long-range training bad. I gotta get... Well, Keith more than JJ, because Keith's more known for it, but... Venom is wounded. I'm actually gonna have him fall back to Pee-wee's position for the moment and heal. Then we'll put him back in the battle. Kirby, I need you to come help me with Olsen. He can't see Olsen yet. Hit this with the banish. Don't go for anything else with your rocket. Save the ammo. Alright, Adler. Oh, I'm a little concerned about your safety. Let me move you to this side. You fight this. Nice. Slayer got his kill. Nice. Riot, get in the middle of this. Work on this one first. Carnage, fire. Gents, move into battle. Actually, you can't get to the other one, nah, sadly. Alright, attack. Firebird. To be fair at this point, just take him out. There we go. Nice, nice. See where you just hold, as usual. I'm gonna let Olsen come in a little bit closer. Let me get rid of this right here. Black Panther missile launcher, okay. Free missile launcher. Man, so nice. Okay, she's healed. Okay, she's good. Alright, Olsen, who you want to go after? Oh, you're shooting at Keith. Okay. Because I want to hit him with a bunch of rockets before I rush in on him. Alright, so... time for Natalie. I'm putting everyone right here so they can shoot from this little balcony. Natalie might kill him, though, so what I'm gonna do... is remove this. Whoa, whoa, this dude's got... he must have... what? Hold on. What is Olsen's dodge? That's not that high. How did he dodge her? Wait a minute. Natalie's long range is way higher. Sometimes XCOM still comes through. Sometimes the XCOM still tries to bone you. Sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes, bro. Sometimes. JJ, you get him first. You have it. I actually don't mind if you take him out. You don't like him either, so. Do I want to go for the body? JJ does an inexplicable amount of damage. Take out the gun. There we go. Oh, he's doing it again. Take out the gun. Thank you, JJ. Bro, I missed JJ. He leveled up. Nice. See? Everyone underestimates JJ. He may come off as an ass in the newspaper. But you know, he's really a good guy at heart. Alright, let's go finish this. Enough messing around. I'm losing my mind. Let's just fire the automatic shotgun. I want to see what this looks like. Yeah, pretty good. Now I'll just shoot you with the minigun. No matter what you do, you cannot stop us, Jared. We'll see about that. Sir, if I may ask, why are you helping us? Don't ask me to elaborate. Sometimes you just have to go with your gut. Father. Alright, nice. Let's see, I just saw a crazy video without going into too much detail. Let's say a certain protest going in, yep. And a chick thought it was a good idea to pick up a Oh. Is that what my bro is covering right now? One of my favorite live, like, streamers is live right now. I'll give a shout out. If you ever never heard of him, Decoy, aka, or Decaf Decoy, he has 2 channels. He's doing a live stream on that right now. That must be what that is, because I kind of saw it earlier. I put a like on it so I could come watch it later after he's done with it. Ooh. Oh, let me finish reading. Let's just say it didn't end well. She's missing a hand because it went off in her hand. Stupidity at its finest. NPC mentality. Ah! Shit. I read what Sam King just said. So note this. So after she caused self-harm accidentally, because she was dumb enough to pick up a live flashbang before it goes off in her hand and try to toss it back thinking she's smarty pants, it blew off her hand. And then she has to run to the authorities because the protesters aren't going to be able to get you the medical attention you need. Oh, if this isn't irony, and this is what life does. This is what I tell when stupidity runs rampant. Life will eventually find its own route and say it's done with that. You can't act stupid without they said, like I said, excuse my language on this. Fuck around, find out is for a reason. She fucked around. She found out the hard way. Which is sad that this has to be a thing. I still, once again, I blame and I'm going to be late because I want to keep this for the vlog when we finally do it. But if the Democrats weren't such terrible pieces of crud right now, and what they are, what the jargon and rhetoric that they're trying to push and lie about, and false narrative about, and cause chaos and revolt, and treason in America, this woman wouldn't have had to been hurt. Neither would the lady in the car. Neither would the guy who got shot. No matter how good or bad the situation is, the people who started this are the problem. We need to always remember the reason why this continues, and I'm still going to say it, I also think Red, the Republicans, are not being harsh enough with this. This is getting people wounded, killed, hurt, caught in the crossfire. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong anymore. The federal government needs to put its damn fist down and put through this thing's throat and end it. These dudes that are in this blue line need to be held accountable on high fucking levels. And I mean, if I was in charge, I'm not going to say it out loud, but I would be pushing for max penalty under the Treason Act. We all know what that is. That's why I'm not saying it out loud. If you know what it is, then you know what I mean. But that's what this has gotten to. American citizens are being killed, but not by the federal government, by these crazy lunatics who are making these people go out and fight their own law enforcement, who are enforcing the law. And yes, ICE is law enforcement, for anyone out there who's trying to push that stupid jargon as well. It's literally 2 clicks of a research away that you can literally look it up. Every AI who's not a biased, crazy person can tell you this too. It's crazy. That is, that's sad. They were all shouting medic like it was some war movie. Well, because they're going to have to help her now, and they realize she just blew her own hand off. And it's like, but this should tell her, I bet she won't do that again. And it's like, once again, there are some things I may not agree everything, but there is one thing that both Decoy, I'm shouting out again, shout out this channel, Decoy and Asmongold himself says, the problem with a lot of what happens is there's no, what do you call it? There's no, my brain's not working. Why did it just retard up? There's no outcome. That's not the right word. No fallback. There's no punishment. There's no what's the word I'm looking for? Why am I being so stupid, chat? There's no consequences. Bloody hell. I need to get out of where I live, man. Like, the stress is getting to me, man. It's getting to my brain's having such a hard time focusing. But there's no consequences to a lot of what happens, and that was a consequence of stupidity. That was a consequence finally rearing its head, showing this is what happens when you don't know what you're doing, and you're just doing it because you're doing it. You're not doing it for a real reason. You're doing it because you were told to do it by some crazy politician who said that it's okay to attack federal officers. And I'm saying it like it is. They may not be saying that directly, but they're also not, these blue politicians are also not saying, don't impede federal investigations. Don't go, you can protest all you want. That's a thing that America's always supported. You can go out here and sit on the side, out of the way, and put your signs up, say the things you want to say if you truly believe in that, whether it's stupid or not, in my opinion, or whether you actually have all the facts or not. That's not near here or there. What matters is peaceful or not. And what we're seeing is not that. These are riots. These are, I will say, terrorist acts committed not on purpose, but instigated terrorist acts that are created, once again, through a narrative created by a political party who won't back down because they're mad they've lost the cake. I see, she found out this ain't the movies. And she ain't John Wick. Because they're not. All trained professionals have to handle these equipment for a reason, man. People, this is, once again, it's the logic. It's like the political party that's taking advantage of this, the blue side, are taking advantage of the lack of info and the lack of knowledge a lot of people do have. And they know that. That's the problem. And that's why they're the ones who need the max punishment under treason. And I really wish the Republicans would do this. Like, I jumped to the Republican side as a Democrat and voted Republican because this is what I wanted happened. I want a party right now who's going to flush out anything and actually enact proper treasonous acts and things like that against things that are destroying America, which is what's happening. Like, I'm sick and tired of this narrative trying to make it where the blues are trying to make it sound like the other side is what's destroying it. When for literally years straight now, under blue rule, our country is degraded. Term after term after term after term. And me as a handicapped person who's lived in this, and in the United States country, under these so-called blue leaders back before our current administration, and Trump as a president, is, here's one thing I'll say. No matter whether you like Trump or not, the one thing I will say, tell everyone just from handicap perspective alone, and this should tell you something. I have more benefits now. I have more money I'm being given now. To be able, it's not, of course, a lot, mind you, but it's going up. It's never done that. I've lived through generations of blue. Barely surviving as a handicapped person in a country that's supposed to be about everybody. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Blue ain't freedom. Blue is a lie. It's like, until blue revives itself and it remembers what the American citizen actually looks like, and I don't mean skin color either. I'm going to carry all these off the board. I mean actual American citizen who is contributing to America no matter where they've come from. They're legally here. They've assimilated into our country, into our society. They've become part of our family. They are ignoring even those people. And we're talking about even ethnicities from the same ethnicity that they say they support. But the ones who support the red side, oh, those are treated like crap. See? And it's like, so it's like, and once again, the proof in the pudding from my perspective alone, being just a disabled person who has to have help from the government in general, I have actually had more of a comfortable life than I have ever had in years under red. So I am sick and tired of this blue bullshit that is causing all these riots and this underhanded shit. It needs to be knocked out. That's my 2 cents. I went on a little bit of a rant there, but I had to. It's too important not to speak of it. But also, welcome, Crispy. 29 inches of snow is a lot. Okay, so wherever Crispy is, he got us hammering. So that's more like what the storm I expected from what Homeland Security made it sound like. See, by the way, I just saw the world's largest Warhammer 40k tabletop battle, Chaos versus Orcs. Oh, man. It has over... oh, man. That's a ridiculous battle. That would be fun to watch. But yeah, I had to get that 2 cents out there. We'll talk more about that in more serious notes on a vlog. But yeah. No. And I'm not the only one in America, and the last thing I'll say, who thinks this. Majority of American population thinks like I do now. That we know that the blue is not in our favor anymore. That's why you're not getting voted for, and you won't. We are not voting for you until you leave behind that woke, this so-called that, this, that, blue, blah, blah. Gotta open up the doors for everyone on the planet. The moment till you get rid of that, you're never getting votes again. It's like the American populace has already spoken. We will single-handedly keep this country red as long as we have to. Until it's gone. So, I saw that. The $1 million battle. Because that's how much that cost. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Cause that, I mean, for a small battle, it's almost in the thousands. Up in the thousands. So, that doesn't surprise me. That was $1 million worth of units on that table. But yeah, that's why I'll give it that one. Like I said, it's just crazy, man. It's like watching a level 100 Cloud from FF7 Raffle Stomp early game enemies with a grinding to starting the area. Oh man. Oh man, this is crazy. But either way. But let's continue where we are. Oh yeah, dock number 16, we gotta keep moving. So I assume there's no other city or new items. Let's see. Phone's being weird. No new bodies, so it's good. I do need I'm trying to get my phone to reload. Hold on. There we go. That was weird. Really don't know what that was, but freaking lagging out there. All right, so no one really got hurt. I don't think that needed the repair, except Venom, right? I think he was the only one I used an item on at all. We did so well in that battle that I don't think no one got touched. Also, you know what I forgot? You know what's something funny? 2 of our characters actually fought with underwhelming equipment. I forgot to give JJ his Duexes. Not that he needed it. Those SPs still got the job done. But still. Actually, let's go buy that now. Let's give him some weapon upgrades. I forgot to give these 2. I'm pretty sure, yeah, see, he's running an SP as well. And a BOA when there's a much better rocket. Oops. Oopsies. Oopsies. Set up. So, let's start with Solidus. Weapon. I think you're my... So 4 times 25, 4 versus 3 times 29. And that should still be higher, but let me double check. That should be probably what he has. Hold on. I always like to do my math when I'm changing these around. And since I am a little slow with that. So that's 96. 96, 96, 96, 96, 96, 96. Yeah, it is more. Okay. So he definitely needs this one. And then right hand needs to be the Rockjack or the Banish. The Banish is... This game makes no sense. That is a smaller rocket launcher, yet that weighs more. Okay. He's got 21 movement. Let's go for the Rockjack. First, you're going to Amazon levels of factory. There's still unclaimed space in my base for factory. Sorry if I'm a little quiet, but the factory must grow. There's still unclaimed space in the base for more factory. First, you're going to Amazon levels of the factory. I bet you've got all the outpost villagers working 24/7 with no toilet breaks. Either that or replace them all with robots by this point. One or the other. Let's see, alright, so he's good. Now I need to go work on, What's your long range? 21? It's not even that high, but it is your second, so maybe that's why I gave you an Arbalist. Because eventually you do have guide. You will eventually be able to do a lot more with it. Let me double check that's what that is. It is. And the Black Panther's this one. We're not going to use that. We'll just sell that if we need to. Yeah, see, it's one of those things. It's like, that's... $34, $34, $34. So 34, 34 is... 68. And then another 39, and then a 4. So that actually might be higher, ironically. I do think that's why I gave it to my big boy platform, rocket platform. Because that's technically higher than 99. It's going into the hundreds. So So that's why that one's actually still better. Okay. So keep holding on to that since he's got guide. Goid. Let's go liquid. Let's give him better machine guns doing terrible punishments on the enemy. See, even though this one, once again, even though this is 3 times 29, this is 4 times 24. It's the same gun, just it fires one more extra time. And because JJ has level 3 speed, he's making that hilariously annoying. He's basically firing 7 times, and that's in one gun. If he does switch as well, he fires basically 14 times. So we 100% doing that. Cause let me, oops. Let me bring my calculator back up. Let me just check this. Make sure I'm not being an idiot. 92 versus, wasn't this 87? So through 92, and then this is 3. Yeah, okay, so that's still higher. So once again, yeah, that's a very deceptive. I hate that it's red. Because you notice it says it's weaker. It's not. All it's really encompassing, to show you this is an old game and they didn't compensate for this back then, they almost wanted you to know yourself, is, you see how that says 3 times 29? We all know it's like 87 around there. And then the other one's 92. So, but you notice that says -6. The only number it's actually looking at is the 29. It's not even taking in consideration the times in front of it, which is really dumb, because that actually does make that more. So according to the game, this is why if you ever played this game, and this is why I think Little Me had so many problems, I don't think he knew that. I don't think Little Me knew at all that this was a thing. And because I never did this when I was young. I would never sit here and actually do the math and see, is this really better? But now knowing that, I'm like, it explains why I'm a freight train now. Because I'm actually upgrading properly and I didn't know before. Because a long time ago, I bet you my brain went, why am I not getting any better rifles that shoot more than once? Because this one is better. It just doesn't look like it. So make sure I got it. There we go. Now for you, I am going to change your rocket to the donkey because you're not ever going to be good at long range. So I just want you to hit him with one good big rocket hit. And that's it. Okay. I think it was only them though. I think they were the only ones who didn't get some sort of weapon upgrade. Yeah. See, it's funny because I did Farseers but didn't do theirs. Whoops. Did I do yours? Weapons. Left hand. I did not. So, you know what it is? I got confused and thought I had already done this because they're the same exact looking gun. That's still better. So, that's still better for you. So, do that. And then that's fine. Clubby club hand and the albatross. Yup, yup. Good, good. So is anyone else having a Strata I forgot to upgrade? I don't think no one else really uses one. No. It's good. Okay. We're good now. They actually are stronger now. That means that 3 of my pilots fought, and you saw how powerful they were to show you that pilots mean more than the guns do. When you level them up, that's how you break this game. They were fighting with lesser guns than what they should have been. And they still ripped and teared through that field like it was nothing. Okay. Alright, let's head to dock number... Oh, let me go to the bar real quick and make sure nothing else is happening. No, same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Oops. Same thing. We've already done enough of the arena, so everyone's strong as I kind of want them to be at this point. So, dock number 16, let's go. Damn, there goes my organization. Just have a fully efficient component line. I blame Farseer to have another tail. Careful, Seeley. Talk like that and you might find yourself working in Farseer's factory. Here's the tail, Tam. Tail, bro! Seeley's trying to attack everyone with tails again. Reggie Sakata went in by himself? Yes, he said he needed to speak it with his son, Koichi alone. I think it's a little late for just talking. We need to hurry. It seems there have been a few setbacks. But not to worry, Chairman. Our main research facilities on Long Rivers Island are untouched. We will still be able to proceed on schedule. Father, please, we have to put an end to this. No one will gain anything from this plan. No one. Ah, the same old Ryuji. Will you ever grow up? Koichi, we must end this. I'm sorry, Father. I couldn't quite hear you. Did you just say you wanted to cancel the project? Now, after all we've accomplished. He probably didn't know Koichi was doing this. For if I was a father, I'd punch my son in the face for talking to my other son like that. Saying, oh, you never grow up. Says the guy kidnapping people and putting them in robots. What? It sounds like you seem a bit blue, my dude. Let's see. Yes, Koichi, let's cease this. The project is a failure. Failure? Excuse me, Father. But have you gone mad? The B device is nearly complete. Its successor, the S device, is already showing great promise. Keep that device in your head, chat. The S device, remember that name going into this week, towards the end of the week. Remember that name. B device, S device, those monstrosities were your idea. You and that cursed country you bow down to. Monstrosities? Did you forget that you approved these projects yourself? And you did not realize that our technology has allowed us to transcend the realm of gods? We have nothing to fear from the pathetic fools that are trying to stop us? Has he not realized, did he not hear that I killed Driscoll? In theory, so here's the thing about Mad Men, right? His theory is busted even in this universe. Even weighed in a sci-fi universe. Because I beat Driscoll. Driscoll had Corinne's AI in it. Where he took my previous wife and made her into an AI when she died. Against her will. My character's wife, basically. She was his Ada, basically. The AI running his orbital frame level Wanzer. I mean, even though it's probably not as cut and dry as I beat him down like he was nothing. But if you think of it from lore perspective, he still lost to a Wanzer with a regular device in it. That means that the advanced AI he's flaunting so hard isn't as good as he thinks. It was beaten by a normal pilot with a normal Wanzer with a normal CPU. We've transcended the realm of gods, I guess. But yet somehow can't beat a regular Wanzer. And his annoying squad. Sounds like a Scooby-Doo cartoon slightly when I think about it. Great stuff. This is why Koichi is the worst. He's like Seymour Guado's level of stupid insane. To the point of, God, bro, you've lost your logic altogether in your mind. You're trying to turn your former mother, who got turned into a bloody Aeon by you, and then say you're the innocent one. And Seymour wears blue. Oh, man. Or not question, what heavy battle mech can fight the UNSC Colossus mech? Oh. Oh. Um. That's actually a good bet. I mean, I don't know if I have time to delve to that deep, but I'm having a hard time kind of saying who I think is better in that. And who would I put against that from BattleTech? I mean, the UNSC Colossus mech is a monster. Like, that's almost Atlan levels of stupid. But, like, not quite that level, but it's on the level right below what Doom did with the Atlans. But it's so crazy. But that's why I like this game, because I guess he kind of reminded me of Seymour. Or actually, no, this would have been before Seymour. So technically, Seymour reminds me of him. So technically, he's Seymour, because he's predating him. We both know the Colossus have a railgun, I know, and shields. That's what I mean. Like, I know that it's going to beat a lot of them, but I'm trying to think who would have the best chance. For, like, heavy mechs. Ooh, I don't know. That's nasty. I'll think about that. Speaking of UNSC, before I continue reading this, Temking showed me this. Did you see that new thing they showed of the new U-Hawk? That new type of helicopter new helicopter we made in real life? That thing opens up like a pelican. I'm saying it now and I'll say it again. Bruh, this seems to be a bit coincidental, doesn't it? That we're hard pushing UNSC feeling right now. just saying. We've got basically early Spartan suit helmets or ODST helmets, and I'm like, but hey. And but anyways, let's continue on. But it does, let's see, all things will lead to the Pelican. I think so too. I think we're definitely going to create something like the Pelican 100%. We're 100% going UNSC blood. I mean, the fact we're going already railgun technology, we're thinking about that versus lasers, or even sound weaponry to a certain extent, apparently. These are all more UNSC-based type of attack weaponry. Things you see a UNSC, like, type faction kind of produce. And I'm like, called it. You are the one who's gone mad, Koichi. I will go public and tell the world about your machinations. I will take you and this godforsaken country down with me. Ryuji, can you hear me? I'm coming your way. We need to talk. Father, copy that. Oh, that's cool. Like I said, this was... You notice there's been none of these animated cutscenes until the very end. These didn't become common until... That's cool. These didn't become common until, like, 2 and 3. It's too late, Father. We have crossed the point of no return long ago. Destroy that car. But, sir! I gave you an order. Shoot that traitor. No! Ooh. We're ending this with Ryuji. Ryuji's gonna be the main one of this one. Father? Father! Oh, I'm coming for you, Koichi. Oh, you better take that ship out to sea. I'm about to light that whole container ship up full of rockets. You were about to seal it, let's just say. I'll say this kindly. You were about to find out what a certain ship in real life felt like. See, the boat's gone. We're too late. We've got company. Yeah, covering his ass. armor. Of course he did. Ooh, only 8 of us. Ooh, we're gonna have to play pretty hard teeth in this one. So we need the heavy hitters in. So Liquid, Venom, Boss, Farseer, Solidus. We can only get 2 more, so I'm gonna leave the symbiotes out of this one. Instead, we're gonna pull, so we can double tap, we're gonna pull Trojan, and we're gonna pull once again for XP training, Slayer. That way we have a long range to kind of bop people with. Wow, we've got the mobile armor right next to us too. Woo. So let's kind of form up a team here. For some reason we can't go that way. Oh no, yeah we can. So we need to kind of unite together a little bit because they've kind of got us on all sides. I am going to have JJ and whoever's over here kind of whop this though. Should I push them all the way in? Who's with him over here? Mahua. That's pretty good. So let's let them set up this line together. Guide level 2. They only have close range weapons, so they have to come to us. That's actually pretty bad for them considering these guys are better at close range than they will be. So Slayer, you come up on this side. Actually, wait. Are there any down here behind us? No. Oh, well, actually, kinda. Pee-wee's actually can be jumped right now. I'm gonna immediately move Pee-wee first. Pee-wee's gonna go right there. I'm gonna stay there for the moment. Farseer is actually gonna stay there. JJ, you're helping Boss. You're helping Mahua. Venom, you and I are watching this right here. Now we move Slayer up. That way there's backup. And once again, I'm gonna move you here, and this is gonna be our long range shooting side. Catch them coming through the corner. And then for you, Ryuji, there's actually not too much around us. It's actually gonna be a pretty fast battle. Oh, they're over there. Okay. So Ryuji needs to kind of hold this side, but I don't think those are even going to come towards us. So we're going to put Ryuji right there. And if they do, they can at least make their way. Yeah, see, they are, in their mind, they are moving. So Ryuji and the others will help hold that side. Okay, going for Adler. Oh. Okay. I did better. You just shot some legs. I shot the weapon right out of your hair. Beautiful. Alright, here we go. We got some Timu ACs heading our way along with the big boy. Wow, he got actually pretty close. Alright, well, that's actually good for me because now I can just bully him with rockets. Oh my goodness, that thing is so weak. It must be the original model. You know what? Keith, you need this kill then. I need to look at your stats though. Hold on, let me go. What needs training the most? Actually, your long range does. So let's just have you shoot your rockets at it. You have guide as well, so it'll guarantee the kill. Wow, that thing didn't even get to do shit. This is the stuff you gotta love, man. You gotta love it. JJ, have at it. Oh, he didn't kill it. And he didn't switch either. So that's kind of a bummer. But 'tis okay. Venom, nah, you stay where you're at. I kind of need you over here with me. Mahua, finish the target off. Speed level 2. There we go. Boom. You saw how many bullets she fired. That was level 2. Wait till JJ does that. Alright, Adler, you get in here and help JJ. Nice. Come on, get your... Finally. Finally. Switch. He finally has his short range skill. You could actually... I could probably have Hans take these guys out on his own. Hans, deal with the guys in the back. Yep, thought so. Ryuji? Let's go for broke. Let's start hammering these guys. Body. Might as well go for broke. Pee-wee, stay where you're at. We're at this point, we're just trying to win these missions as fast as possible. I like how they're barely doing anything. Oh. Oh, okay, lost legs, but that's okay. Because he lost a lot more. Block, because you did take a pretty bad hit last time. There we go. I'm just gonna go clear out the stragglers on this side of the dock. Or me and Ryuji are. Farseer, you're redirecting to this side. Actually, can you get over there beside that and shoot your short range? No. We'll put you right there for next time. Keith? You come over there. I don't mind you shooting it and taking it. But you should shoot at that one. Guide level 3. Keith's getting there. He's not quite as good as the other long rangers, but he's a hybrid, so it's fine. Dual level 2. He's not triggering his speed, which is making me sad right now. But oh well. Alright, Venom, you come up here and protect against what's coming. Mahua, you deal with this. Okay. No, we need a medium and we need right arm. There we go. Oh, wait. I gotta take you over here and deal with the straggler. You know what this feels like with how powerful I've made it? I feel like we're a bunch of Gundams fighting mobile suits. And with these miniguns, we kind of look like a bunch of heavy arms. Oh, shooting at Venom. The tankiest thing on literally on my team. How'd that work out for you guys? I don't understand these trucks sometimes, man. At least it makes it easier to get the job done. Alright. double check. He doesn't have to heal. He does. So, a small for now. He didn't take that bad of a hit. Venom, I'm actually going to work on your long range a little bit while you're sitting here. Because you can just take the hits and block. Do some decent hits there. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait a minute. Where's Pee-wee? Did I already move Pee-wee? Not quite. Can he go over here by Mahua? He can, but I'm just going to put him up here. And we'll move her there. Anything else I can heal? Yeah, left arm. And let the legs heal in the next turn. Alright. Adler, get in the battle. Oof. Oh wow, this Hans actually missed. Okay. Dude's falling back. Going for Venom again. Once again, that's okay because he can take that. Okay, let's go to Frederick first. Let him once again get another long range shot. Well, that one's not long range back there. That one must be a commander unit. I'm gonna use an item to repair my body. You're gonna move up and shoot the things in the back again. Actually, I'm gonna move you right here. Can you see over there? Not quite. There we go. We don't want that getting away. Ryuji, come up here and help. But don't attack, you're more of a auxiliary. Pee-wee, you come up behind this box. I'm gonna push to here. Farseer's gonna push up. Oh wait, she can get close range, hold on. We can go for this one with close range. She didn't kill it, but that's okay. Okay. Alright, he's gonna make it back there, but that's okay. They're all trying to run from it now. I like how when the AI just knows it's cooked. Yeah, I was like, oh goodness, get me out of here! I'm not bring Hans up here for moving. Oh wait, we can shoot that one. It ain't getting away now. Alright, I'm gonna let Ryuji get the last kill because he kind of deserves it considering this is involving his father and his brother. Well, I say the last kill, the last Wanzer kill. Now let's head for that supply truck. I'm gonna let Farseer go get it for her short range XP. Bring everybody up where they can be in range. Yeah, it's gonna just sit there. So let's go after it. Let's also use an item to make sure that machine gun arm don't get blown off at all. I'm just gonna move Keith up here for backup. And where's, yeah, Slayer. And that's it, and that's where we're gonna end player phase. Oh wait, it's faster that way. Yep, it's going straight for Farseer. Beautiful. And it's dead. Father, no. You have to get out of here, Jared. PMO reinforcements are on their way. Wait a second. We don't know where they... we don't even know where they went. General Blakewood does. He's waiting for you at the airport. Hurry. See, I don't add random friend requests. I don't recognize the name. I reject it instantly. I may scam or not the moment he gets his ship. You know, if you're going to do that, you have to not say it out loud. That's what I've been doing. That's what I call the insider trick. Wait, what did I miss? Did you know you can visit a friendship, up the price of their stock, sell it to them, wait a minute, up the price of their stock, sell it to them high, make profits, and wait, what? Sheila, you come on my ship, you're gonna find out the hard way what's gonna happen. Oh man, I will 100% slap you. No game can replicate EVE Online stock market. That thing's crazy. There's bound to be more of them. You'll have to get ready to leave as soon as possible. So what do you? So how y'all feeling, chat? Everyone getting tired, or should we keep continuing? Let me make sure there's no new items. I'm pretty sure we won't get no new items until a new city happens. We got our money back up at least. No. Oh, is there any new weapons just in case that did get updated? Nah, Rockjack, nah. I gotta go do items. Yeah, Tam King mentioned it earlier, Sealy. He was talking about he saw it too. He saw the battle as well. That's a crazy battle though. Like, how long would that battle actually take realistically? They must be like having hundreds of people moving these pieces. On, like, they have 2 teams of people that are working for one commander that is leading the army. But it's like, bruh, like, how would you move that many pieces sufficiently? But I would love to have seen that. I will look that up. I do want to see it. I would love to see that battle in action. Alright, I don't think I used any. I think it was Farseer used an item. Yep, an M. Did Raiden? No. Oh, okay, I'm freaked out. Don't think you did? No. I think Liquid might have. Yep, and a small. Venom, did you? I think I just... Yeah, you just took it, as always. I know you had to repair, using a small as well. I think it was Slayer's the only one who really got hurt. Yeah, because he had to use a small and a medium. Doing there. I logged out for a second out of my brain, basically. Holy good. Okay, everybody's good. Alright, let's see how everyone's feeling. So, everyone in chat, Sealy, Tam King, Farseer, everyone watching, how do we feel? Do we want to try to do some more story tonight or save it for... Since we got to speed run it before Front Mission 3 Wednesday. Like I said, I'm holding the vlog till Sunday because Front Mission is literally Friday or Saturday where Front Mission 3 is. And so is the other game. There's 2 games this weekend that are joining the family. And so, I need to speed run a little bit to get rid of one of them. Or get rid of the older cousin for the newer cousin. I heard one side used government war bonds from investors to fund their fleets for the war. Talking about EVE Online or not. Oh wow, that's crazy. Uma, we're not doing Uma. Silly. Uma is actually probably not going to happen this week at all. Oh no, wait, when's the thing end? What day's the thing end? I forgot to look last night. How many days are left for Tamano? Isn't she Friday as well? So we might have to force feed Uma on as a double feature on one of those days. So we can try to get Tamano Cross and roll for her in stream. You say do more story? We can do that. I mean, the more we get done tonight, the more we might have a free day for at least to put Uma somewhere. But then again, Uma kind of has to be on Friday because that's the 30th, and I'm pretty sure that's the last day of Tamano Cross. I do want to not have to do Uma this week, but then I realized, well, no, Tamano's almost gone. You've been grinding for her off camera. Why would you not stream that? Like, I would still get her. It's not like I'm still going to try not to get her, but I'm like, usually I try to do this on stream when I try to roll for new characters. So we might need to see what happens. Tempted to bring up Uma in the background just to look, see what day it is. Is it the 30th or 31st? Refresh my memory, Sealy or Farseer. Tamano ends on the 30th or the 31st? You'd be surprised how realistic EVE's economy is. I don't doubt it. That's why I've always liked EVE better than Star Citizen or whatever that other one is. EVE is a million times better. It has its issues, but it's a million times better. 31st? Okay. So that'd be Saturday then. We'll see what Friday looks like then. Because we either have to do that Saturday or Friday just so we can roll for Tamano. It won't be a long episode probably, because I'll have done a bunch of campaigns behind the scenes anyways. Just to earn carrots and try to get some stuff done and get some more back feed. But But alright, so Farseer says we should continue. What about everyone else? How's everyone else feeling? Do we want to do some more story tonight? Do we want to continue on what's happening? Do we head to the airport now? Celia, I'm gonna slap you. That's actually pretty cool. I do like that. That is actually pretty dope. Well, since Farseer is the only one that said it, I guess we'll continue a little more. And so if you don't want to continue tonight, speak now. If you want to wait till Wednesday, because tomorrow will be our Arc Nights, and then we'll go back to Front Mission again. If we do, depending on how much we get done tonight. I'd be surprised if we beat it tonight, but I don't think we're gonna. Alright, we're gonna continue on then. We're gonna do one more at least for sure. Since Farseer said more, dude, we're gonna do more. And everyone else is kind of seems okay with that, I guess. So we'll do that. We'll do one more. Let's save. Well, let's head to the airport because we can't leave the city anymore. So it's not like the only thing I could do is just level up pilots more, but there's no reason to do that anymore. They can do it on their own now. So to the airport. Oh yeah, this cutscene. I remember this cutscene. Or this little background. But it loads into an immediate fight. Thank goodness I took the hovers off of what's his name. They have the airport secured. We can't stay here. The reinforcements will find us. There's only one way out of this mess. Get out. I forgot. Get to the chopper. I kind of forgot, to be fair. I forgot this had a reference. This was during that time, to be fair. This did come out during the time of Predator 1. Okay, you gotta love Arnie references in random games. Yo, Farsi, I'm finna have to delete my main hub, then reorganize my refinery. How cooked am I? Because I forgot how much of each material is needed. LOL. Barbecue level. That's probably true. That seems apt. Alright, we busting out the main crew again, but this time I'm gonna take instead of Venom's crew this time, so we can train some people and get some XP. We're gonna take the boss's crew this time. So we're gonna take the boss, the Fear, Gray Fox. And I guess I could have made this technically. I should have probably made this the end or something. That would have been kind of cooler, and then had a whole little small 3-squatter for the boss. But we'll take Red Comet to fill in that gap, and then the final one. Tommy is still higher. Look at that. Yeah. So Slayer or Kirby? We've got Farseer. We don't have Trojan either, so it's either go a sniper. Although I might need some rockets. There's a ton of them. So let's bring Trojan instead of Kirby. And let's do it. There goes any production line that needs anything blue or finna brute force it and place 7 blue ore refineries. We bailing blue. Actually, I think I need 10. Dang. Yeah, y'all in the late, like the crazy level of... Hold on, let me look at the map. Oh, our squad's split in half a little bit. I guess so we can come at it from 2 sides to get to the helicopter. This is where we're trying to get to. Get to the chopper! So, I mean, I guess if we wanted to avoid... I bet you there's not an objective, though. Usually, unlike Front Mission 2 and 3, 1 never has a separate thing. Like, if this was 2, I'd have an alternative of all you have to do is get at least 2 or 3 of your squad to this army. Clearly says army helicopter. In English, too. It's one of our Chinooks that they stole. But, and if this was from Mission 2 or 3, there'd probably be an objective zone here, that if I could get my squad into this, whoever's alive, we still win. So you could technically, like, cheese the system and kind of go up this way. And, like, fight less. They're still going to come at us pretty hard, so to be fair, I'm like, should I just hit this side and just... for the most money possible? I think that sounds good. Since there is no other type of objective, the objective is get more money. So we're bringing both squads this way. I normally would split them in half, but it'll take, by the time we get over here, or they get over to the other side, we'll already be up on the platform. So we just setting up for battle. Wait, Pee-wee can't get up there. See, that's also how it tells me I have to kill everything anyways. So, what's the difference on what side we go up on? I like how they're coming down that one, though. Well, I'm trying to go up this one. I mean, let them come from behind us, that's fine. Hey, one of the Spider LRMs. That looks like that shoots very big rockets. Helpful over here, yep. Slayer, you're gonna go in that squad. Gray Fox, you're coming way over here. Yeehan, still in the middle kinda right now. Pee-wee. Pee-wee needs to be here for now, behind Hans. Okay, here we go. It is quite hilarious that he gets to go first now. That poor mech didn't stand a chance. That's what happens when you attack Venom. Oh, they're shooting at JJ. Oh, they have the donkey now. That will hurt. So I definitely need to guard against those. Because those will one-shot me in certain bodies if that hits me without a shield and gets a crit. So they are at least catching up weapon-wise. They still have very old bodies, some of them. Like, some of these are definitely like very older style mechs. But 2 of these sets are more on our level. Oh, hello. Oh, wait. Whoa! Holy whoa! I've never had this Pee-wee in a long time. Well, that's being ended right bloody now. Oh, shit. Well, we might have to reload. I have never seen them do that. I like how this whole game they have ignored Pee-wee until now. Do I just fight without him? No, I'm gonna reload. That's annoying. That is actually super annoying. That's this one, right? Just reload the beginning of the mission. That was stupid annoying. So I'm gonna keep Pee-wee in the way back until everything happens. How do I skip this? I can't. Oh goodness. Alright, well, we gotta let it skip through the cutscene again. This is why I should make a preliminary save at the beginning of a mission sometimes. But I haven't had to in a long time, to be fair. Poor Pee-wee, man. First time I've ever seen him completely ignore us like that. Alright, let's try this again. So no Pee-wee this time. He's staying behind the containers until we're done. I'll bring him only forward if we end up needing ammo. That was a little annoying, though, I'm not gonna lie. I should make a save. We'll do it after we get everyone in their first positions. No, wait, that's Hans. Hans needs to go over here. The fear there. Gray Fox, you go with him. We stay behind this big rig. You sit right there. Alright, let's try this again with less failure this time. Alright, once again, time to set up a position. So there. So usually you're going to answer this side, just like I planned last time. You're going to sit there, Farseer. Keith, you're going to sit there. JJ, you just come up slightly. Venom, you're going around over here. Mahua, you're going right here. Hans, you need to get up into this position to prepare to shoot either side. Fear, you're going with him. So is Gray Fox on that side. Ooh. Alright, nice. Alright, so right side's a little bit more aggressive, so we need to focus right side and start lobbing missiles that direction. At least most of it's coming to us. Ooh, okay, well we get to see how bad this really is. I actually did not hurt that much. I feel like the mobile armors aren't as scary as I remember them. The regular Wanzers are doing more damage. Look at this craziness, man. Get in between these two. These are, wait, hold on. Wait. Which one are the rocket ones? You. You. You don't have one. You don't have one. You don't have one. Okay, so it's these two. So you should get in between them. Shoot the one in the back. This one right here. Speed level 2, dual level 3. There we go. No more donkey rockets for you, sir. You ain't shooting none of my anymore. Farseer, I'll have her shoot this side and Hans will handle the other side. Farseer, you take out the one in the front. Ooh, that actually didn't do a lot of damage. They actually starting to have a little bit of oomph to them in defense. Alright, JJ, you're gonna get up here and prepare to run in front of Venom and attack those targets. Go ahead and shoot that with your donkey missile. Boom. Hit it in the legs. That could have been better. Venom, you move up. Well, actually, they're gonna hard target you if I do that. Let's hit that one. Alright, nice. Both for leg shots. Hans, you take out that one, hopefully. Oh, he missed the last rocket. Dang it. Alright, Fear, move up. Ebis 3. Ow. Nice. We're working on your long range anyway, so yeah. Alright, leg hits, nice. You stay there, Pee-wee. We can't afford to lose you, big guy. Although I'm gonna get shot at right there. Let's just hold our position there. Move Mahua up so she can shoot that. Nice. You hit him with the shotgun. Ooh. That kinda hurt, not gonna lie. They definitely have updated guns. Yeah, see, they have speed now. But so do I. That's why I think we're almost at the end, because they're almost at my ranking. Unless we get like one more city to upgrade after this. I just hope there's not a whole nother segment I'm not remembering for some reason, because it's been so long that's about to happen when we get on this airport. Get on this helicopter. Let me make a save just in case also something goes wrong down here in this one. There we go. Alright. I don't think you can kill that, no. See, I gotta have you fall back now because you got hit really hard. Oof. Body first. Just make sure he doesn't die. Alright, Gray Fox, you're taking over. Time to try to hurt this dude. Oh god, the thing is speed level 2! Okay, change of plans. Ryuji, you need to kill that. Is that because it's a commander? It's just an attacker. That thing has way too good of skills. Like I said, they're catching up to us. We need to get rid of that thing. Guide level 3. Here we go. Keith needs to work on... I mean, he doesn't need to work on really anything, but we can try to get him another short range skill. So let's put him over here and have him help take this out. Alright, JJ's. It's time to get a little more aggressive with our team here. Try to get up on this platform. Dual level 2. I like that JJ is no longer using bloody speed anymore. For some reason. Venom, you get behind cover for a second. You've taken a lot of hits, and I need you to repair your arm. Alright, Mahua, fire long range. Guide level 2. Alright, that was a terrible shot, but okay. I'm gonna have Hans come delete the spider. Hopefully. Oh, we can't shoot it. But it can shoot him? Is he out of ammo? No. That thing just must have longer range than him. Alright. Deal with that in a minute then. Red Comet, you come this way. Alrighty then. Ha! Got more coming. Of course he can shoot that somehow, even though that would not be possible. Makes me laugh, man. Oh shit. Ah, I didn't think about that. I forgot. I'm not reloading. That's an acceptable loss. It's fine. See, I'm getting. Maybe my brain's like a little tired and not thinking, I guess. Or I'm just getting a little too gung ho. I don't know. I forgot I was supposed to block. Oh man. Oh, it's trying to outrange Hans. Damn it, Ryuji's dead now because of that stupidity of mine. Okay, I got a train red comment, I guess. Stay there, Pee-wee. It's a little annoying. Now he can hit it. Alright, returning the favor, you stupid spider. Oh no, wait, he's still got a heal. That was really unlucky. That was really unlucky. Oh man, okay, let's see. See, I don't want Keith getting bullied either. I like how he can shoot further. How is he shooting further than Hans? Alright, let's let JJ get. There it is. That's death. Speed level 3. Bro was holding out. Alright, we're gonna have to restock a lot of items in this one. We got hit pretty hard this time. That needs an L. Oh, that was an arm. I just wasted that. I might have not. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe I'm a little more dumb and tired than I think. Probably used all my energy when we were talking about that conversation. Alright, I'm taking no hits, right? Yeah, so I need to get up here and kind of play guinea pig. For the ones that are on this side. These are going to go for that side, of course, but... this is one of those with speed. I'm gonna block that. Although he didn't trigger it. I guess I could have shot him, but... Oh, wow. Now I'm just getting XCOM. Okay. Alright, Red Comma's gonna have to fall back. I ain't taking no chances with that. There we go. Now we can go up and surround these dudes. So first let's switch to JJ. He's gonna clear this dude out of the way so my team has maneuverability. Yeah, there it is. That's done. That's donezo when that happens. Okay. Nice. Oh, crap. Y'all gonna have to come over here. And let those come to us. Because I used the wrong darn one. SB, right arm. Oopsies. Oopsies. You still got ammo? Yeah, so you need to come over here and shoot the stragglers coming around here. Let's get rid of these guys. yeah, let's end this quick. Farseer's out of ammo, so I'm just gonna send her at this guy. Keith is gonna go with her. Guide level 3. Let's see if Keith can actually do this. No, but that made it good enough. They're like, get me out of here! There's like one spider left at the top. Actually, I should let, here, fire that. I might as well bring her up there, yeah. Let him try to finish it. Get him some more long range. Beautiful, okay. Ah, nice, okay. Switch. Donkey DX2 missile launcher is what we have. JJ, finish it off. Never mind, I guess. Ow. I like how he won't trigger speed as much as he used to. He's almost maxed out in short range. Hold on. Let me alleviate him of one of his weapons. Or try to. Oh, of course you missed. Then he shoots back with speed 1. Come on. JJ, get up there. That should be enough, but... Alright, guide, go for the gun. Take that gun out. Take out the other arm. Or miss, that's fine. Alright, now Farseer can finish it. Alright, get up there. Oh, you missed. Like how the spider hasn't moved yet. Use item. That. Just an S to get me topped off. Like if this was from mission 2, I could end it by just doing this. By getting up into the helicopter's range. We would ignore that spider, but to be fair, we want the XP, so. Or the money, rather, I should say, not XP. We get the XP from taking them out part by part, but we definitely want the money. Especially since we lost Ryuji. Because of my stupidity. Can Pee-wee get up there at all? Nah. So we'll have Pee-wee hide behind these containers and be prepared to be picked up by the helicopter. Ooh, shooting at Keith, huh? Okay. Does Keith have any ammo left? No. So really all I want Keith to do is basically rock jack this thing. Boom. Oh wow, I didn't realize I had a machine gun. Okay. That's actually a bit inconvenient. Yeah, we can kill it. It won't kill him. He's safe. Barunga. Let's get on both sides of the helicopter. Stay there. I'm gonna move up. I gotta get someone who can get over there and shoot it. Farseer have ammo? Shit, she does not. Keith might still die. Oh wait, Rockjack. Thank goodness Farseer does a lot of damage with rockets. Nice. Everyone's on board. Time to go. Wait, look! Don't these guys ever give up? No time to waste. Go now. They'll shoot us down if we try. Don't worry, I've prepared a surprise for them. Ah, mines. There we go. Sakata's headed for Long Rivers Island, due west of here. Doc, get on the chopper. What? And get in your way? I'd just slow you down, but I wish you luck. General, come with us. I must remain here, but thank you for the offer. Father. Natalie, it's about time I respect the decisions you've made for your life. You're your own person. Jared, do me a favor and keep her safe. There it is. Hold on. Enter town for a second. We have to be able to save. We're in helicopter mode now. Alright, this might be the last battle. I think this actually... I'm hoping, hoping I'm not wrong about this, but I think we're at the end. Like, I think we're legit at the very end. See if there's any new bodies or anything we can get. No. Weapons. No. No. So yeah, okay. Actually, just in case I might need auxiliary money, let me sell everything we're not using right now. Because they have everything on them that they're going to have. So let's just sell everything we have. I've been kind of stocking up, as you can see, because I just haven't had a reason to sell it. This will get us our final pushing money. I won't sell those, because those shields are actually the highest level shield. But oh, not the Type 90. I do like that body still. It just sucks. I just wish this was still usable, because that almost looks like an orbital frame chest piece. So I do wish we could still use that, but I'm just keeping it for nostalgia. Same thing with the Type 90 arms. Let's start from the bottom and go up this way. I accidentally got rid of my Type 90 legs, but oh well. I think that I accidentally sold pieces of it over time, not realizing I could keep it and do a whole mech out of it. And I actually do think the Type 90 is a secret weapon that you can use, but I just never ended up doing it. It's fine though, because we don't really need it. We've done good enough in the game that we're like, yeah, at this point, you know. We are ready to go. Alright. Let's buy one final stash of items. So, just in case, 10 more there. We don't need those to be 10 more. 5 more there. That's 1 more there. 1 more there. 1 more there. That one's fine. 1 more there. Oh no. 10 more there. Actually 20 more there. Just in case. And 6 more. Okay. There we go.
Thank you.
Alright. Let's refresh everybody's items. Then we decide if we want to do the last fight tonight or if we want to save it for Wednesday. Items are still good. You died sadly because I screwed up. Check Farseer one more time and Raiden one more time. Yeah, okay. Alright, it's 9:09. My factory is too efficient. My supply of plants depleted in an hour gone. Okay, yeah, maybe 11K. You might have made it too good. Your supply can't keep up with your factory's demand now. Your factory's like, I can make 20K medicine out of in like 10 seconds, only has 11K flowers. A day, Fuzzy, a day. Made more farms to keep up with demand. Yeah, I can't wait to see all the stuff we're gonna get for the factory, because y'all are so much ahead of me in that. Alright, what do we think, chat? What do we think? It's 9:12 right now. Just ticked over. Or at least for me, I might be a minute fast. But what are we thinking? Do we want to try to push it tonight? Or do we want to wait where everyone can see the end together Wednesday? It's either that or push Arc Knights back to Wednesday and I finish this tomorrow. We could do that, and I just make sure I log in and do some busy work off camera for Arc Knight to make sure I'm getting what we're need for the next episode. So what are we thinking? Finish it now? Or finish it tomorrow or Wednesday? Can't be fumbling the last battle. Wait until you full energy, so okay. It'll give me a chance to break a couple more pilots in the arena anyways that are kind of lacking right now, and I'm gonna say it. The Fear and Gray Fox need some attention. They really underperformed in that battle. That's kind of why I accidentally got Ryuji killed, because Ryuji was kind of carrying on that side, and I forgot to hit the block button and told him to shoot back. So he took way more damage from that speed 1 shot that the enemy did on him. Which is what we're going to be dealing with probably pretty regularly on this final battle. I guarantee you all of them are going to have some sort of skill on this last battle. All the ARR. The long ranges will probably have guide. The short ranges will now probably have speed level 2 in some cases. And the melees might have double or first or stun. I don't think they'll have more than one, but they'll have at least one of each of some sort. So I guarantee you this last mission is going to be a doozy, or maybe the last 2 missions if it's both parts of the island. Because let's take a look at the map for it. We're not going to go do it, but let me make a save. So, yeah, let's look at it. Okay, no, it's in the dead center. So unless another flag forms over there where those green trees are, this is probably the last one. So but we're not doing it tonight, but... Yeah, I think we'll be good. So I'll break the rest of the Metal Gear Solid Squadron, since the symbiotes are already like that. At the city that we're currently at. I'll break the rest of them. Make sure they're ready to go. I gotta log into Arknights real quick before I do that, so I make sure I have my login for today. I freaking forgot to do it yesterday. Although ironically, I did play Uma yesterday, so ironically, when I'm playing one gacha, I forget the other one. But, anyways, back to into town. So yeah, we have a save. I'll do one more just to be safe because I'm a crazy finicky with that. I'll leave it here for tonight, and I'll come back to this. I gotta log out and go log in real quick before I come back and train, anyways. So, but we'll end it here for tonight. I hate to do a whole mini. I hate to do a whole mini episode for just one mission, but that mission actually might be pretty difficult. You saw they actually did put up a fight this time, so I'm expecting, if that's what it was like on the one right before this one, these are going to be dead even with us. Meaning they're going to be as strong as we are. Maybe not as trained as we are, but we're definitely, like Wanzer to Wanzer, going to be completely even. There will be no more advantages. So we need to be ready for maybe take a couple losses on that last mission. But we'll see. So I think it'll be okay for it to be its own episode. So I think since we're this close to the end and we're not finishing it tonight, we're going to do it tomorrow. And we're going to push Arknights to Wednesday. So that way we can get done with Front Mission 1, or the OCU side anyways, the part that we need the most for Front Mission 3. Let's see, also I added Umas to the Arknight colony, couldn't resist. It makes sense. I mean, their species is already there. One could argue, if it weren't for in the Umaverse of the Uma Musume universe, that you only see the Uma, one could argue maybe that is the Arknight universe secretly. It's just that was before everything went to But because I mean, once again, it's like night and day. Look at what Arclight looks like. When you look at Arclight in Arknights, that rhymed. You can look at her and go, man, if I didn't know this was an Arknight's infield, I'd swear this is an Uma from Uma Musume. Arknight's Umas are stronger than the Uma Musume Umas. Well, obviously they have art powers. They have the power of the arts, so they can excel. They don't just have the horse physical super Uma strength. They now have super Uma strength plus magic. I mean, Arclight's literally the Flash. Like, could you imagine how broken she would be in Uma? Like, she'd be the champion of all champions. No one would ever beat her, because literally she'd be cheating. Especially Neural. I don't know if I said that right. Neural or Neural? See, I'm thinking Pearl, right? So I'm thinking Neural. Must be how you say her name. Could be Neural, but... Neural the Pearl. That's a cool nickname. That would actually be a cool catchphrase for someone who was named Neural. Or Pearl. Neural is an Uma from OG who is a knight. Ooh, that would be pretty busted. An Uma knight. That's actually pretty scary. I would imagine a horse type humanoid would make an amazing knight because they can carry the armor where most people can't, right? Because that's the thing that scare you as from an Uma knight. Because think about this: humans have a hard time with heavier armor, right? That's why in plate armor we were all really kind of clunky somewhat. We were badass, but we're still kind of clunky in realistic terms. But the men who had to wear these armors were ridiculously strong, and even they had issues. So think about that with an Uma. An Uma Knight is probably the most Imagine getting hit by that. Like, let's say it doesn't even hit you with its sword. Let's say it just hits you with the shield. That's gonna fucking hurt. It's gonna be like Doomslayer punching you. It's like, that's not gonna be fun. Nerl is the champion of the Kazuma's Major. Her speed makes Arclight look like a snail in comparison. How? Wait, how is that one faster if she's a knight, though? I get she's got powers, but I'm like, but Arclight's made of lightning. How is she fast? Stronger, clearly. I don't think I would want to fight clearly Neural the Pearl at all. Neural the Radiant Knight can become a light pillar. She can literally turn into light. Okay, I guess it's kind of cheating, but okay. It's more cheating than Arclight, what she's doing. That's, wow. Okay, I guess there is a difference. Because Arclight is... she's not really teleporting or turning into literal light. Because, move faster than light. So unless Arclight could be literally faster than light, she would never be faster than Neural. That's so strange. That is so cheaty. I like that, but it's so cheating. As a true Uma Paladin Guardian, cheating the entire. Yes, in the near light event, she crashed the Major by traveling in a pillar of light, like the Bifrost. Yeah, see, that's cheating. But I love it. That is probably my new favorite Uma in the Arc Knight universe. Hopefully they make someone like her in the infield, since she's an OG. Hopefully we'll see something like that. Hopefully she comes infield. That's what I'm hoping. Dijin won that major 3 times in a row and had to kick her out because no one wanted to see it because they knew who would win. I guess that would happen. Or Dijin. I have to hear her name pronounced. I don't know what Dijin. Is it D? See, okay. So tell me one or two. I'm going to say it in a certain order. Tell me which one's closer to pronunciation. Is it Dijin or Dijin? Like almost French. Or German, I guess. Actually, where does that... You said the characters tend to hail from real-life places. Neural's altar, aka the Radiant Knight, conjures light weapon. Well, I mean, if you can turn into light, you could probably use light, so... That makes sense. and her uncle Malnar is stronger than her. And Dijin because and Dijin, I don't know which one to say, because he is a part of the Silver Lance Pegasi, and he can't hurt Patriot. Ah. Oh, and he can hurt Patriot, not can't. He can hurt Patriot. Okay, that's German then. So he's German. You added Brecher. Dischenbrecher? I've heard it before. Or named something similar to that in German. Dischenbrecher. Damn it. I used to be so much better at saying German words. Dijin is a girl? Oh, okay, well that's Seely's fault. He said he. He forgot to put an R behind the E-H-E. I thought she was female, but then Seely was saying he, and I'm like, isn't it a girl? But I didn't want to correct and look like an idiot because I don't know enough about Arknights to say otherwise. At least not enough yet. What are you talking about, Arnott? Read your previous sentence. Read your previous sentence. You did say he. What? Listen to this. So, okay. And her uncle, you started off right. You started off proper. You said, and her uncle, I'm gonna butcher his name again, Mylinar, is stronger than her. And Dijin, because he is a part of the Silver Lance Pegasi, and you did it twice. And he can hurt Patriot. So, you either worded and we're talking about a different character and confused the sentence, or you forgot an R. So that means you wrote the sentence wrong. So the whole grammar is backwards then. That's not how you word that. So you need. I know you're getting good at machine code, but you need to remember to speak human languages. Yeah, see, but it's like, but the sentence doesn't make it sound like that's what he said, though. He makes it sound like Mylinar is the past tense of the sentence, and that he's referencing Dijin. So, like I said, it's just the wording behind it. It's like that makes that sound like that's not about Mylinar. That it's like that he's accidentally made that sound like Dijin herself. But that's what I kind of figured, because my brain went, I'm pretty sure Dijin's a girl, so that can't be what he means. So he must be either talking about Mylinar, or he's talking about, or he got it backwards somehow in the way he wrote the sentence. Because since the he's in the English language, the way that and I'm gonna be English teacher for a second. If you had said that to an English teacher, he'd have told you the same thing. Or she. Because the way that was worded, the context made it seem like Dijin was the one being spoken of, which then he said he. So to a person who sees that, they're gonna get confused. Tell James this to hurt him. The cat people are British. I will. And we'll let him know immediately as soon as I get the chance. That makes me both happy and sad, but also just laugh at the same time. Yeah, I figured that means the lions are too. Kind of sad, but it kind of makes sense. So wait, what is the predominant? So since this is from real life regions, what's the predominant species? The Dracos are also British. That makes more sense. See, that I actually believe more. But so, what's the predominant species that would be from the America part of the universe? So if the felines and some of the Dracos are British, what would be the American side of that? Watch it be them. And then we'll start wrapping it up. Because I am curious. Because I don't know enough about where each of the species come from. The Aegir, I think, were aquatic. So wait, the Aegir are the American kind of more species oriented? I was talking about like you know how like there's the British are more Aslan and Draco, so it's the Aegir? Colombia is a mixed species. Okay. I mean, technically so is America in real life, but I just was trying to figure out, like, what is the predominant native species would be hashtag from America in Arknights? Just because I'm curious. That'd be cool. I'd be like to know that. First here, Aegir is representing Atlantis, not a known country. So then what's the most, even if it's a mixed species, what's the most predominant species? If it is like kind of like real life America, like what is the native like main species that would represent basically the Native Americans in America, the original Native Americans, not the British ones. The British ones, yes, we did come over here and we did help this and we did help build this country. And we are just as much a part of it. But I'm kind of going brass tacks to the core here to get to show you what I'm asking. The Volpo, I think. Oh, wait, what are the Volpo? I don't know them all by heart. You realize what animal or what species or what are they? Or if anything. The foxes? Why'd I ask? I shouldn't have asked. I shouldn't have asked. Damn it. Of course it is. Oh, crap. That makes more sense. Well, I did ask. I'm not even gonna touch that one. That is the irony, and that is just beyond me. Oh yeah, Colombia uses robotics a lot, more than any other nation. Oh okay. Oh man. A game of Star Fox, anyone? There's no bloody way. Oh, this is terrible. It's great, but it's terrible. And its structure is more science-built than corporations. That sounds familiar. Oh, man. Is he still wondering where the saying Space America with Forerunner technology come from? Oh, man. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna leave it on that note. I was actually kind of expecting you to say something completely different. I actually thought you were gonna say... I'm almost mad at that now because my brain actually kind of said that. But it was only saying that because I was biased. Obviously. For no reason at all. That's why I made the Star Fox reference. But okay. I see how it is. Darn. Oh man. Might have worded it wrong. There are several bodies of science division for botany, robotics, space, etc. I don't know what that one is. Kristen Wright? Wait, what? Kristen Wright. This is a name. It's like, what? Was that my brain did not, for some reason, did not read that. Was the CEO of a body. That does sound strange. That might have worded that. Of a body? Like a body of government? You probably should elaborate that, Sealy. They also delved into human experiments. Saria is one. She was experimented for her, for her calcification skin. Calcified skin. With it, yeah. But hey, what were you talking about, Farseer? You mean talking about still wondering where the saying "Space America with Forerunner technology" came from? Is that what you're talking about, Farseer? And also into reviving extinct species of the Sarkaz, one being Diablo, and implants of shards to get the racial traits. Oh wow, that's kind of crazy. Why does this not surprise me? Basically making human weapons. What is this, front mission? I mean, this game is on the screen. I mean, that's ironically like turning people into computers. But not really, like you said, they're reviving them. But if they're like doing implants and stuff like that for shards of traits, that's literally like taking a CPU of someone else and putting them in someone else. Sarkaz are the natives to Terra. Everyone else is not. Oh, really? Oh, so the Sarkazes are native to Terra. Okay. So they had the first claim. That's interesting. I assume Terra's Earth, right? Or is that the one? Because we're at Talos too, right? So I assume Terra's Earth. Because that's usually the names they go with. Either like Gaia, Terra, Eden, Edonia, Eden, in general. Oh, Terra's not Earth. Wait, then where's Terra? Is Terra Talos too? So let me ask another question then, because I'm still once again learning. Is Terra just a separate planet? Did Earth die? Or is it part of Talos 2, or is Talos 2 a continent, not the planet? They take the shard of a Sarkaz. Earth isn't in the Arknights universe. Well, then that would make Terra Earth then. What do you mean it's not in the... It has to be if there's literally places like America and Britain and Germany. Remember, there was a Tier 3 human civilization before Arknights that was destroyed by a Tier 6 civilization. So does that mean Earth was destroyed? Does that mean that the Tier 3 civilization was Earth originally before it was probably removed, it sounds like? Okay. There isn't countries of Earth on Terra. just the nations of Terra are based off IRL. So essentially, let's see. Here's where here's where my brain kind of goes. Is it truly just inspired, or is it kind of a situation where Terra's what do you call it? Or is it where the situation where the nations of Terra are based off something that was destroyed? You see, Tier 3 is a galactic scale civilization, yeah. So that means that maybe this is just a hunch. They probably don't have this app. Maybe they haven't written this, or it's just not important. To be fair, it probably wouldn't be. But even though it's not Earth itself, maybe, but it does sound like maybe something was already in control originally, and then that Tier 6 civilization came in and boom, just wiped it all out. And then what came after it was probably based on the or whatever used to be, is my assumption. And Telos 2 is a moon of a gas giant. Oh, right, that's right. I forgot about that. So that's my assumption. Doctor is the last known human. So there were humans. So then Earth was, then what my, okay. Then my assumption is, and this actually feeds into my theory a little bit, which is interesting, on something that I think is going on with what Arknight's undertones are, both OG and what Infield is pushing. Oh, wait a minute. Is there an question? Because I don't, there's not an Endman in OG Arknights, is there? There's no Endman, right? Is there an Endman in OG Arknights? From the humans came the Volpo, Lupo, Liberi, etc. The Sarkaz were on Terra long before the humans came. No, just the Doctor. There it is. That's the piece that I needed. I now know what it's about. At least what the core element of what I think Infield represents. Not all of Arknight, but what I think Infield is truly doing. Because the Doctor isn't the last human, actually. The Doctor is the last one awake. The Doctor is 100% the Inman's father. Okay. Thank you for that tidbit. That's what I was missing. Okay. I know what this is. I love Infield now. Infield has 100% got my attention now. Like, OG Arknights is good, and it's a fun game. But, I will say, I would rather almost learn the backstory, just y'all teaching me certain things as I go, at the same time just watching certain videos that I watch here and there for it. Slowly kind of building up the pieces, but I didn't get that one. I didn't see one on that one, so that's a pretty big piece. Okay. The sarcophagus is the device the Doctor came out of. Although I don't know enough about the sarcophagus, to be fair, to know... What do you mean by sarcophagus? Like, was it something we saw in Infield and I just didn't know what it was? Because remember, I don't have all that prior knowledge to Arknight's OG. So some of the technology and some of the things I'm seeing in Infield, I don't quite know what they are. You see, the Mama, on the other hand, Yeah, we should not talk about her. Wait, really? Hold on, wait a minute. Why? If we can't do this for too long, I don't want to draw this on for another 2 hours. We don't have time to do all this tonight. Not on this episode. We should probably talk more about this on an actual Arknights episode. But that's the last thing. Let me read what Seely's said. And then Kristen discovered the AI and keeps guard of the underground area, keeping many such devices. The sarcophagus is a device meant to keep them in suspended animation, to sleep and wake them and when the time is right. So what's the human's correlation to the AI? Does anyone know? Do y'all know the answer to that? She's not evil, but I'm confident the creation of the Endman involves handcuffs. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's that. Oh, so she's Slanesh. I thought you meant like she served a purpose in something else. Like she did something that may be pretty important to what I need to know about what I think is happening. The problem is the AIs guarding these areas are running on backup power. Oh, I don't care about all that. I don't know what all that means. Because I don't know enough about that to know what that means. What I want to know is what is the relation between AI and the humans? The AIs are humans like hold on. The AIs are humans like Doctor, but their minds act like the CPU. Sometimes, Seely, your explanations, man. Farseer, elaborate, please. Like I love you giving me all this story, Seely, but that made no sense. You need to remember you're explaining this to someone who doesn't know anything about Arknights. They implanted human minds into AI. Thank you. You're not spoiling anything. Stop, if that's what you're afraid of, stop doing that. You're not spoiling anything. It's not like I'm going to be able to beat the OG Arknights before I beat Infield. Don't hold things back from the OG. So the humans probably, okay, I'm starting to see a trend. Okay, I see a trend now. Alright. That's all I probably need to know for now, at least. Because I don't want to, like I said, take up the whole rest of the streams, a whole nother hour to do more. I would like to know more, but I think we'll save it for when we actually get to do Infield Wednesday. Since we're going to do this tomorrow. We're going to do some more front mission tomorrow. But that's why she gave us what she gave us. Okay. If the OG Arknights doesn't delve into the cataclysm that happened when the observers discovered the old human race. See, that's where I think they're probably saving that. What you want to bet they don't want to do that for that. Why do I have a feeling they're going to save that for Infield? And I'll tell you why when we play more Arknights, because I don't want to go too deep into my theory right now. But I think there's a reason why they haven't told you that yet. You see, I will say this, the Endman's mother is essentially an Originium Yandere goddess? Oh, so wait a minute, you are holding back a little bit there, Farsi. I thought you meant just personality. So what do you mean Originium goddess? Last little question. Elaborate it just as in the simple and hopefully not as long as possible. Elaborate what you mean by Originium goddess. Don't worry about the Yandere part. That's funny, but what do you mean by that? Dr. Pre-Amnesia was called the Oracle. Oh. No way. How is there so many similarities? I'm comparing this to something you don't know, that y'all have never played. And I'm just baffled by this right now. I swear this is made by the same company at this point. But they don't have the same company name. So my only assumption is maybe this company came from that company somewhere at some point? Because that company that made the game I'm comparing it to doesn't exist anymore. It's also partially why I think the game has never been remastered or been given a new version. But, interesting. Well, I would love to find out that that game is the prequel to this. Kind of like they did with Marathon the Halo back in the day. I would love to find that out. Bruh, that intrigues my Resident Evil side of my brain. Judging by the fact one of the Inmen looks like her, the Doctor didn't win. I mean, it's probably destined. I have a theory once again, but I don't have time to explain it and break it down. Plus, some of the examples I can give, y'all won't know because you've never seen the other game I'm talking about. So I'm like, how is this so much similar? It's making me love Arknight so much more, and Infield completely. As soon as front mission's done, unless we just decide to do 2, which I am gonna probably see what we can do with 2, but I have a feeling we're not gonna beat it. So I might just focus on Arknights the rest of the week after we get front mission finished, so I can delve a little deeper, because I want to know more about the Infield side of things now. With that little bit I kind of know there. Oracle and Priestess have complete control over Originium and its properties. Priestess, the girl Farseer is talking about, was the lab partner of Oracle. And there it is. What? I have to do some research. Not just into the backstory, but about this company that makes Arknights. Where did these guys come from? Like, I would see inspiration as one thing, right? You like the Marathon, the Halo thing, the thing we talked about before. I'm not going to go into all that. You'd have to... I forgot what episode I talked about that in, but I'm just... If you haven't heard it, we'll talk about it another time if it ever comes up. But sadly, Marathon died because the new version is nothing of what the original was. So, but there is a theory, this is all in one little short sentence, there is a theory for Marathon that one of its universes, I think it's the 7th universe, if I remember correctly, that actually is the Halo universe. That universe succeeded. The Forerunners, the creatures, the AI that ran the universe didn't get too far out of hand. It was contained, and the other species ended up rising up and being way more powerful in that version of the universe, which once again, that's the Halo universe. And it's like UNSC, Covenant, the Forerunner species, all of that is tracked back to the Marathon starting universe that trickled into that. So I'm wondering, this is just a theory, I'm not going to say the full why I think this, too much to explain, since y'all don't know the game I'm referencing right now. This is so almost identical in the main core story elements to a game I love or a franchise I absolutely adore, almost one-to-one, as if this universe is a sequel to that universe. And if I explain to you what's going on in that universe from the game I'm referencing, you might get a little bit weirded out because of what you told me about the humans. We'll talk about that, but not until Arknight's episode Wednesday, day after tomorrow, because that's too much to go into, and I have to open up my Xenosaga book of brain and memories in order to explain this. I knew there were similarities, but now I'm noticing it ain't just similarities. It's almost like this is filtered from something. So I'm like, interesting. Let me keep reading real quick. Also, Originium is hyper lethal to Sarkaz compared to the Ancients, aka Arknight races. Okay, because they're more humanoid, I assume. Right? Which, if the Sarkaz turn out to be what I think they're going to be, this is definitely some spiritual successor. But I'm not going to nail that in until I know for sure. But even if it's not an official spiritual successor, it 100% is feeding off of that universe. That someone high up in the company that makes Arknights must have either adored that game as much as I did, or that game series, or franchise, or comes from it. And so, Project Originium, the Seaborn, and the AI systems were all plans meant to try and survive what the observers were doing to them. No way. The Seaborn are arcs to spread life, which is why they can adapt to anything, meant to keep life going after the observers attack. Oh my goodness, no. There's no way. So question, the observers, I have a question about them. Can you give me a simple synopsis on, just in a couple terms, what their powers are and what they do? The observers themselves. I know enough about the other stuff somewhat right now, so the Seaborn might be that. Okay. Why is this too coincidental, man? Last Rite in the Nun. Oh, Jaihi, I think you're talking about. Or Sarkaz. Okay. The Sarkaz were molded by the other race's environment. At first, the Tikaz, old name for modern-day Sarkaz, were completely different looking than now. The observers aren't talked about at all, only name-dropped at most. Oh no, because they haven't wanted to reveal that yet. It's like the other thing you told me. The thing they haven't talked about yet either, much of the Cataclysm, right? There's no way, because the Cataclysm is what I might think it is. There's no way. There's no way. Oh man. Okay. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be, like, coming directly from it either. It'll probably be, like, hundreds of years removed between when that game finally ended. But what happened at the end of the franchise that I'm comparing it to, Xenosaga, has a lot to do with some very unusual things you just told me. And what's weird is, like, that's not alien to me, what you told me. The names are slightly different. But the core of what you explained, with the Oracle, the Priestess, the Sons, the AI, what happened with what the Seaborn might be, I don't want to spoil that yet. What the Observers also might be. What else? What was the big one? The biggest one, I think, was when you really revealed who Inman is. It's the son thing. It's the fact that he is the son, most likely, of what you told me. So he's literally. I'm gonna throw a name out. You won't know who this is. He's literally chaos. He is literally chaos. Here we go again. Did they copy Horizon Zero Dawn? No, that would be no, because that doesn't really kind of come off as Horizon for that one. But let's see. We can oddly base how strong the observers are based from the tech. Tempting Arknights is older than Horizon. Yeah. And it's definitely going to be based off of an even older game, and I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is 100%. I thought I was just finding lines where they weren't where they're not. You know, like when you're really hopeful for something, you'll maybe see something that's not really there because you're trying to make connections that aren't. That's why I didn't say too much about it in the beginning. But now hearing Seely's complete background of this, it's gone from 20% maybe possibility that this is true of some sort, even if it's just inspiration or spiritual successor. It's gone from 20% being probably based on the game that I played years ago, or the series I played years ago, to probably about 50 to 65% chance. It's still not guaranteed. It still can drop down to at least half and half. But, I mean, the more I hear, the more that number shrinks in the favor of, yeah, this is definitely true. Let's see. You see, also the Inman is mistaken for an Azir because they look the closest to humans. Old humans had gravity weapons, micro black holes, stargates. Oh no. Old humans. Oh no. Uses collapsed space and. Oh wait, hold on. Uses collapsed space and a Koshkit record type of digital library tech and can observe a planet at the moment of its demise. Fuck. So, just gonna drop something funny about this. One of the machines or mechs that you can summon in Xenosaga 3, the final of the series, his ultimate is a black hole. There's no damn way. There's no damn way. How is this I'm happy about this because I've wanted a Xenosaga-like game for years. I've either wanted it back, remastered back, so I could beat it again. Especially for you guys. And if that still happens, we're still doing that. I would love to show y'all what we're going to talk about Wednesday. About this. I mean, I could, if I had a vlog, we could show it. I could show cutscenes, even though that could be risky. As long as I don't play the music cutscenes. I could show cutscenes from the old game and kind of show you what I mean. But we'd have to do that in a vlog. So, Originium itself is the greatest tech as it can digitize any biological being's information. Like on a mathematical level type of digitization. And that's what they were working on. No way! You know what, Arknights? Whether you're a spiritual successor or you just love that series, maybe you're developing all the team that works on the game, the Arknights franchise, just loved all of that franchise. I don't care what the reason is anymore. It's so close now that it doesn't matter to me anymore. Infield has now become locked in my brain. Now, of course, we won't get the story right away. It is a free-to-play game. It's not going to be like... It's ironically going to have to be like waiting on 3 different games to release, right? Because Xenosaga's story was told from 3 different games. 1, 2, and 3. Just like Metal Gear Solid was. Most of the good games back then had triplets. So, or unless you're Final Fantasy, a whole household. Oh, man. And see, also a fun fact about the Sarkaz, they have an avatar-like memory. Every wrong against their entire race is remembered. Every slight against them, all of it is written in their blood. That's crazy. It's very helpful if you actually were trying to have the that's long-term memory at times 9,000. That's why the clones in Infield are literally the same as the originals. Oh, is that why Ardelia exists? So they did what she was on a mass scale. or they were, the two sisters. You don't know who they are either. It's like, so, okay. That's a big one. That's amazing. Like I said, it's great. That's amazing. And remember them micro black hole weapons are tier 3 weapons of the Azure. And they have weapons of tier 5, and said each tier is exceptionally more deadly. I do think the tier 3 part, the one that, like when you said the Cataclysm part, I think that's the connection here. Like the Marathon possible connection, like to Marathon to Halo back in the old day. I think the connection is the Cataclysm and the Observers. Plus what probably the Oracle and the Priestess represent, because that name is just way too on the nose, because there's literally a name for both these characters in this other franchise. And they're the two biggest characters in the game. They are the two main protagonists. One is a female, one is a male. And it's like so. And because what both of them are doing, and I'll explain in detail later, and what happens in at the end of all those events in Xenosaga. Yeah, I'm a little almost like just thrown back a little. How do you one-up a black hole? By learning how to create black holes or make them yourself. Or figure out because even black holes still have, they suck in matter and then cure or whatever and just close it all off. So it's like, I guess the higher, the way you up a black hole is you become a matter manipulator. Like your species has to be able to manipulate matter. Which in a way, that is what the Arknights are doing. Which is what was concepted in the game I reference. That's literally what they were working towards. Was a digitized space to be almost able to clone and copy informational data and create like basically I don't know what the word would be. I guess for Arknights terms it would be the actual clones like what Ardelia and all these represent. So Last Rite and the Nun are going absolute hell every time she goes to sleep because their entire bloodlines are feeding them, and that would be probably pretty rough. And the Azure got this much stronger than the other nations on Terra because they're... Hold on, what'd I miss? I already read that. And the Azure got much stronger than the other nations on Terra because their capital is right under the laboratory. The Seaborn were created in, so they had access to intact old human tech. Weapons that could crack the fabric of the universe, and they were already on the brink of that in this game I'm referencing. This is why I think Tier 3 is probably about right for the Xenosaga universe. So the irony in it, there's just too many, like I said, and I told Sealy this last night, and this is where I want to end it, and I'll say it in a minute. Let me keep reading for a second. That's what the Stargates are, destroying space and using its fragments to transfer between dimensions. But the activation of such gates altered the collapsals. There's so many references to things that I think I now see what they could be. Like I said, I want to do more before I say that that's for sure. We won't know probably until Enfield gets deeper, because we already have the Arknights OG information, but that's what is making me see there's a connection. But I think the answer to the connection, to see if it's true, depends on what happens in Enfield. So, we'll have to see that too. Oh, that's what alerted, not altered. Alerted the collapsules. Okay. Observers have to be on Zeely and downstreamer levels of technology. Well, what's funny, since you said they destroyed the Tier 3, once again, you don't know the end of Xenosaga 3, this freaks me out. Because that you fight something that is very much Zeely level in Xenosaga 3. that could blow up an entire universe or an entire galaxy, or make it just fucking vanish. And it's like, so I'm like, uh-oh. And it's like, I already told you about the collapsules, and the ether side. Ether side is one of the home dimensions of the collapsules. So that's what the ether is feeding. That's what crazy Ultimisha lady in Infield is now part of. Okay, good to know. I don't know enough about her yet and what that's going to be with Infield yet, but that blight they are talking about is the influence of the collapsules corrupting real space. That makes sense. That actually makes a lot more sense now. And seeing that she's now part of it and seeing what it does, yeah, I see why they don't like that stuff. I feel like they're definitely afraid of it. Okay. I say we start wrapping it up, though. We don't want to go too much further. Let me see. I doubt Zeely levels, because the humans in the Zeely universe couldn't scratch a Zeely with weapons, hitting with the power of the creation of the universe. Well, the reason why I say that is you gotta understand, Xenosaga, the whole species wasn't like this. What the project that was going on in Xenosaga's story was given to them by something else. Now, once again, this reference to the Oracle and the Priestess, I could tell you who the characters' names that represent this in Xenosaga, but that would spoil too much right now. But I'm almost positive, at least in theory, the theory side of things, that the thing that you fight at the end of Xenosaga 3 might be what represents maybe the branch between what that is and what I'm seeing in Arknights, and what it's talking about its past. But hey, we'll see. And remember how they talked about never going into the ether side? You know we're going in and confronting collapsules. And see, I want to see that too, because that'll also answer something, because you get sucked into something at the end of Xenosaga 3 that I could argue, slightly, with Arknight logic, that might have been somewhere you're not supposed to go in. I don't know yet, once again. I don't, until I see more of Infield, learn a little bit more about OG as y'all tell me more about the backstory throughout the episodes. But I think Infield's going to be our answer. Like, at this point, OG Arknights is just filling in the gaps. It's helping me realize, oh, okay. But I think Infield's going to be our solution to the equation in front of us, as I tend to do in my brain with my theories. It's going to be basically the cheat sheet that will determine whether this is going to be more of a spiritual inspired kind of thing, or way more on the nose. Welcome, James. Welcome to the very end, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, we are about to leave, but Zeely, I'm going to bully you. You see, by the way, collapsules themselves are both real and imaginary, which is why once they cross into real space, their very nature defies all physics in rewriting it. Oh boy, this is starting to sound way too familiar. Collapsules can make math not work in individuals. Even machines can forget. Oh. That just sent shivers through my body when you said that. We have to hold. No more for tonight. Because if we keep doing this, I'm going to keep this going. It's going to be another hour. We got to stop. Because my brain's too deep now. So we have to leave it as is. That's enough for now, at least. Silly, the observer has to Zeely. Huh? The observers has to. I just remembered the Zeely slapped an entire civilization that evolved into energy-based beings who mastered time travel in the Stone Age. Yeah, this is why that's once again, you don't win at the end of Xenosaga 3. That's all I'll say. You do from a gameplay perspective, of course, but you don't really win. If that's winning, then I'd rather lose. But that's what I'll put it as. And like I said, I'll leave it at that for now. And remember, collapsals are info hazards. They get stronger the more known about them. Interesting. And see, I have a feeling we're going to find out the observers are tied to this somehow. Especially if what I think is true now. But like I said, we're going to leave it tonight. I say we leave it for now, so. For tonight. Because we're going to get way too deep. So, we'll save this for... Save this for... We can all talk a little bit about this tomorrow if we have time. But I say try to save... We need to save this energy for Wednesday. We need to save this energy for Arc Knights. Unless I just do a double episode tomorrow. Because it depends on how fast we beat the main last mission of Front Mission. We're on the final mission. We're at the very end. So if we can beat it fast enough tomorrow and I can start early enough. Although I don't have any leftovers now, so I'll just have to eat something simple. That's fine. If I can start early enough tomorrow. We'll beat Front Mission, because I know we're at the end now. We're at the very end. There's no way it can't be going much further than this. We're going to chase down Ryuji's brother and absolutely ruin him and destroy him from existence. So if we beat that fast enough, I might go ahead and do Arc Knights tomorrow as well. Because now this has got my brain going, I need to go find out. When you got on the ship, that shimmer is the mixation of real and imaginary space. But okay. That's cool. We'll talk about that more. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully I'll get a double feature tomorrow. We can beat this quick enough, and we can do Arc Knights early. And actually do it tomorrow instead of Wednesday. And then we can just focus on either starting Front Mission 2 Wednesday if we want to do it at all, or just play Arc Knights the rest of the week until Front Mission 3 and the other special game finally arrives, which will be this weekend. And so... I have a feeling I know why. But once again, I'm not going to touch on that. I don't want to get any deeper, but I have a feeling I know why, Suey. I have a feeling I know why. Because I have knowledge y'all actually don't have. To something that is predating this thing's existence. So, that I'm realizing way too coincidental. But hey. But I'm going to end it there. I want to give a big shout out, of course, to Urban Mech Farseer, Sir Sealy as my moderators, to Tam King for joining in as well for some more Front Mission, to Mad Lad James for joining in for towards the end of the stream as well, to Crispy Bacon for joining in, and a big shout out to Mad Lad. I think we finally have figured out the thing, and you should be seeing a co-op episode this Sunday. With me and the Mad Lad himself. We finally found the issue and we finally got around it. So, we should be, at least far as we know so far. But, you see, I know too, the writers, nah, I think it's more to that. I think it's more to it than that. That's why it's like what I talked about to you, Tam King. It's what she hands you in the beginning is what started it all. My brain realized it the moment she did. Because that's also how a certain game started. We'll talk about it tomorrow, hopefully. If we can beat Front Mission fast enough. I gotta keep myself from going anymore. But anyway, CR and I have a good one. Oh, and last thing, I suspect Terra is the planet that was used as a research planet for their final projects against the observers. I believe that. By our not in my final statement, how did that one Zeely not know it was being shot by the Big Bang a million times? Because that's just how overpowered the Zeely are from their own universe. The Zeely are basically the fabric of existence, but that's also what I'm playing into with what Xenosaga covers and what Arknight seems to cover, and why I do agree the observers might be the Zeely, or like a Zeely-like creature. But hey. After all, Terra has Originium Seaborn Collapsals and fragments of AI systems. That's 3 projects that were meant to be used against the observers all in one planet. Well, if I am correct about my theory, if you knew the ending of that game and that franchise that I referenced, you probably would do this too. That's all I'll say. But my boy Simon from Gurren Lagann can dog walk the Zeely. I don't know about that. Simon is good, but I don't know about that. I love me some Gurren. I don't think he's on that level. But anyways, y'all have a good night. Big shout out to everyone joining in chat tonight for Front Mission and our cool little discussion about Arknights at the end. Tomorrow is Front Mission again to finish off the main story campaign for OCU to prep us for Front Mission 3 this weekend. And if we have time and it doesn't take us forever to beat the last mission, we're jumping straight into Arknights. Because now I can't avoid it. My brain is now too endeavored and too intrigued, and now much like Resident Evil, and why you see me play Resident Evil for a week straight when it comes out. Hint, hint. Is it's now in that level. It's been adopted into the Devil May Cry Resident Evil levels of theory BSery. So, welcome home. But anyways, they probably could have finished Front Mission in the time between going back to the main menu and now 100% damn game. We could have. I'm not gonna lie, probably. That happens a lot. That was like an extra hour doing nothing as always. We could have definitely beat it. But oh well, I guess. Seely, my answer to that is Zeely will not know Simon is even fighting them. True. Yeah, they wouldn't even know. They'd be like, you feel something? Anyways. Anyways. Oh my goodness, very last thing. That pillar you saw in the prologue with the tombstones looked 100% similar to the one the priestess touched, just way and bigger. I'll note that. I will remember that. Thank you for telling me that. I'll remember that. So, okay. Because anything dealing with Oracle and the priestess, aka mom and dad, for the Endmen are going to be very important. So, I mean, Simon is a multiversal threat. That doesn't mean anything. The Zeely are existence itself, basically, Seely. He can't fire Big Bang destructive power. And even then, that doesn't hurt them. He has no weapon in his arsenal to hurt them. Not many species or characters do. The Zeely are just written out of existence when it comes to being able to be touchable. Nothing can reach their level. Not yet. At least no one's written anything that makes sense that reaches their level so far. So. He's like, he tanked the Big Bangs. He did, but he still took damage from it. A Big Bang to a Zeely is like a feather. Tickling it. It's gonna not even know it's happening. But y'all have a good one. Until next time, I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode of Front Mission and our cool little chat at the very end. And I hope to see y'all tomorrow for the continuation or the finalization of Front Mission First Remake. We finish off the OCU campaign, and then we dive into Insane Land, known as Arknight Enfield for my brand now. So, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone! Bye! And Sealy, remember, there's no such things as coincidence. But until next time, bye!